Meanwhile, Vice Media launched into the Middle East today with the debut of its Vice Arabia platform. The new operation is based in Abu Dhabi, and it will produce content in Arabic, Farsi, English, Turkish, and Urdu. It's just the latest expansion move for the youth-focused media company. Jelena Adzik is here to explain why do they believe that expansion into the Middle East and media there is a good idea?
Because they don't care about us. They care about millennials, okay?
And there's a lot of millennials.
There are, yeah. Okay, so according to the UN, 60% of the world's young people, the young population, they live in the Asia-Pacific region. This is obviously a shrewd move on the part of this company to try and capitalize on that. So I'm going to give you a look at the documentary. It's an hour-long feature. This is original content that they decided to launch with. And this is a doc called Bil Arabi, which means in Arabic. And this is what they say is a look at young people in these regions. I'll give you a look at that in a second. I might get that up for you. Now, they say that they want to cover topics ranging from religion, drugs, politics, love, media, money. Now, it must be said that in a lot of these countries, there certainly are more conservative approaches to what can be shown and what can be. So it'll be interesting to see how they do that because, of course, Vice built their whole brand on being edgy and pushing the boundaries.
Well, I mean, the Al Jazeera model is an interesting one to follow here, but they're saying that this is just the tip of the iceberg, that there's going to be a lot of expansion. Where else are they looking?
Okay, so Peter, let me give you a look at this, you know, another section, another part of their empire, if you will, Viceland, because that's one. Viceland, I'll give you a look at that right now because this is something that people have, you know, been really tuning into, and they want to expand their digital reach. So they're talking about expanding their services to regions including the Middle East, Africa, India, and Southeast Asia. But you know what? They're going to also extend its services in existing markets, including Australia, New Zealand, and here in Canada. So the deal here is that at the end of this year, they're looking at being in about 40 countries. At the end of next year, they want to be in about 80 countries. So it's a pretty rapid expansion. And I feel like this is a pretty good point in our conversation to say that this is a company that is worth $5.7 billion.
And I remember when it was just that little magazine out of Montreal.
Yeah,
that?
exactly. Right. But, you know, to the point, Peter, that I was talking about earlier, are they going to allow some of this to be shown? What you just saw a moment ago there as the video scrolled through, questions like how you can have pot in India, for example, or they talk about women. If you want to go out at night, what you need to do or need to know. And then there's a lot of other benign topics, but those are some of the boundary-pushing ones that it will be interesting to see what they can get away with.
It really is. Jelena, thanks for this. Great to see you.